Hi, it's Doug Atkinson, and we're here at Commvault Go 2017 at National Harbor in Maryland, and I'm with Don Foster, who's Head of Solutions Marketing here at Commvault. We are at the Commvault Expo Center downstairs at the Gaylord Hotel. It's a major event, but it's only the second time you've ever done this customer conference.
That is correct.
Why?
It's a really good question. Actually, for years we had thought about, how do we best try to get our customers together? We've got a really strong, solid customer base. I mean, we're well over 20,000, approaching close to 30,000 customers, and it's always been we know we need to do it, but what's the best way to kind of kick this off? And really, what ended up happening was. Really, about 3-4 years ago, as some of the cloud disruption and whatnot started to happen, we wanted to transform our company. We've always been a very solid engineering-led company, and we really want to kind of change kind of what the public and our customers kind of see of us. That's where you saw the brand transformation.
Yeah.
And so when you saw the brand transformation, some of our latest releases of software, we decided, you know what, this is the perfect time to kick things off and get the real customer community going. We doubled it this year from last year, so great customer attraction. Our partners are loving it. We're having a great time as well. And it's just a great chance for people to really kind of meet the breadth of what Commvault offers, who we are as a company, what we're all about, and at the same time have fun and kind of enjoy and network together as well.
So you've got a lot of partners out here, everybody from storage partners to large cloud providers. You've got Google, Amazon, Microsoft. Tell me a little bit about the partner channel and how you're starting to work within the data center to kind of connect all the dots.
Yeah, sure. I mean, so you think about it, there's always technology, cloud partners, folks we want to work with to make sure that our software is getting the most out of those technologies for our customers. All right, so you listen to some of the keynotes, and I think Al basically said, hey, in IT, automation is everything. We're trying our best to make sure that we can help customers eliminate those times where they have to have some manual process, or they have to push a button or make some process execute. So working with those partners, we want to make sure that we can take the best of the cloud platforms, the best of some of the storage platforms, even the best of some of the automation and operation platforms that our customers use to help integrate them together in a cohesive strategy. So obviously that's one set of partners we're working with, those that are helping to provide services and really helping to tie the data that the reason they're using them, pull it all together. Then we have a number of integration partners that can then help provide that sort of consultancy and smarts and expertise on, all right, if you're using this landscape to help achieve your business needs and your IT outcomes, here's the best way to start linking those together. So that's where you see folks like, your WWTs on the floor, Foresights, et cetera, Sirius, and those are some of the integration partners that are at the show that can also help customers kind of go from point A all the way to point D or E or whatever it is they're trying to achieve, and work together in concert with a lot of the different infrastructure, cloud, software-based partners as well.
So I know that customers are really coming to realize that they've got a lot of moving parts that they have to bring together. What are some of the triggers that bring them to start thinking about more of a centralized solution, a larger data management platform play like Commvault?
Yeah, it's funny, it's day 2, and we just heard Al Bunty, our
Right.
COO, talk on the keynote, right? And you looked at the massive screen, and the slide he showed was all about point solution fatigue. And you have all these different needs. And in many cases, you think about what the alternatives are that customers have gone down in the past, and it's different point solutions for different needs. And what ends up happening is, in many cases, that triggering event is when they look across this entire landscape of solutions that they have in their data center, and they start to realize, it's almost like you have that epiphany moment. We've had this in EBCs with customers all the time, where they wow, all of the choices and decisions that we've made, smart in their own right for the specific use case we were driving, now when you look at it collectively, it makes absolutely no sense. So they're starting to think, okay, I need to start finding ways to start linking these things back together. It's all about really kind of taking that whole culture and mind shift of what the cloud is providing and making sure they can do those similar things on premises as well, and kind of shift that whole elastic mentality back on premises. And as customers start to kind of change their idea of what it means to make IT and business work together, that's really when they start to turn and realize, okay, Commvault can really help simplify in this area, Commvault and this partner can help simplify in another area, and that really is that triggering point, right? Do we really want to go and buy another point solution, or do we want to start thinking about something more cohesive and unified in the way that we kind of strategize for the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, I know we just got a hold of some research this morning that shows that there's a bit of a disconnect in some of the IT chains at some of the enterprises with regard to their readiness
Oh, yeah.
for this kind of transformation. Where do you see it really being driven in a larger enterprise? Is it being driven top down? Is it being driven bottom up? In terms of thinking about revisiting the data center strategy.
That's interesting. I think there's compression on both sides of where that change has to occur. Primarily you think about the people that run these data center solutions. I was one of those people back in the day as well, and you think about, okay, every month or every 2 weeks there's some form of maintenance window, and that's more time basically taken away from families, hobbies, whatever it is that you want to achieve. And so there's always that compression. It's like, man, is there any way that we can not have to do these manual tasks every single time as an actual IT operations person? And of course, as an IT ops person, you're always thinking, how can I make my job easier, faster, smoother? The video we were talking that was playing, with real world people talking about how Commvault helped. I got a good chuckle when one gentleman goes,
I don't like people.
Doesn't want people to call him, right? He wants to be able to automate these things.
I can relate.
And in many cases, that's us in the IT community to a certain extent, right? That's part of it. But then from the top down, and this really keys back to what Al was talking about, and when CIOs come and talk with us, and it's true, they can't predict what's going to happen business-wise, technology-wise, disaster-wise. So if they don't have the readiness or the capability to truly respond en masse in a way that can keep their business moving, and someone else can, then that puts them in a real big negative advantage. So I think those two compression layers, plus a lot of fun, cool disruption in technology occurring, things that we're doing as well innovation-wise, really helps to spark some of this idea and change. And I think we're going to see a big culture shift probably over the next 18 months. As I think more and more organizations realize, we have to become more digital. This idea of transformation isn't just a buzzword. And there's people out there that can make that change simple, kind of eliminate the change pain like Al talked about too.
Well, and you also have some external forces driving that as well, particularly for international global organizations with the GDPR
Absolutely.
Mandate coming down in May of next year.
Absolutely, and I think we all know too that if you're trying to manage multiple silos of information to different regulations that all have different ways of understanding where information is stored, whether it's important or not, whether it's private or not, that just becomes increasingly more complex. So those are other great benefits for sort of the vision that we've had and really what we're providing to our customers then today.
Well, so I've seen both keynotes with Al and with Bob, and I noticed that there is a larger vision there, much larger than maybe what some of your customers are actually leveraging right now. What are you hoping that somebody who comes here for a couple days, enjoys this party, and visits a lot of the partners, but what are you hoping they walk away with?
Yeah, so our biggest goal here is all about engage, right? Engage and learn. And I think we've got a great setup with just the number of partners, like say the show floor, the content that's available from the breakouts. And the idea there is, in many cases, customers may have chosen Commvault for one of those point niche solutions. And in many cases, you find that as you start to talk to them. Really, the big strategy for us is let them really truly realize the breadth and the cohesiveness of what we can help provide to them in a unified strategy, how we can take and work with some of their most important core partners, and really just make some of these things much more simplified than they've ever thought was possible. And if we can build that strategy, then ultimately we can help them get on that path to remarkable, the show theme, get on that path to be able to do remarkable things. So when the business turns around and says, hey, all this information that we've got collected, let's turn that into bigger value, we've got these projects in play, the folks that are actually manipulating the information, becoming those data custodians, can turn around and quickly act for the business. And it's all about helping them understand how we can help them link business to IT better. And I think that's really the goal of the show. The more they can learn about the breadth and depth of what we have in our solution offerings, how it works with the partners they've chosen, what their business strategy looks like, then we all win. And it's also a fun, it's a fun, exciting event as well.
Well, we've enjoyed ourselves. We've got a team of people down here. We've had a great time. Hope to come back next year, but enjoy the rest of the day here. And here's to closing a strong Q1 when everybody's panicking around GDPR.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.